Hello, welcome. My name is Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to make some pop-up gift card holders. This one here opens up and the gift card pops up just like that. There is enough room down here to write your greeting, or you could do it on the back as well. So this one here is using the Nothing Sweeter bundle, and I've also used the stitched label framelits here as well. This one here is using So Santa stamp set and the buffalo check. And if we open this one up, this one's been coloured in with all the stamping blends, which is really cute. This one opens up and pops up for the gift card as well. And we have the sentiment here, just scooting by with a Christmas high, which I think is really, really cute. So the one we're making today is using the Nothing Sweeter bundle, so the bundle with the Sweetly Stitched framelit dies. The colours we're using are Pool Party and Blueberry Bushel. I'm using the 2.5 inch circle punch, the 1 inch circle punch, the Starburst punch. I'm also using some of the silver metallic thread. And I have my kit here. Now, all the measurements and supplies can be found over on my blog, and that's in the description of this video. There is also a link to my online store where you can purchase all your Stampin' Up supplies. If you don't have a demonstrator in Australia and you're looking for one, I would love to be your demonstrator. If you're placing an order, please pop in the Hostess code and I'll send you out a free gift as well. So for the gift card holder, I'm going to try and give you the dimensions as I go. So this measures 11 by 4 1/8 of an inch. We have, this is for the inside greeting. So for this one here, I have 2 pieces. Pool Party is 1.5 by 3 5/8 of an inch, and the Blueberry Bushel is 1 3/4 by 3 7/8. And that's just going to go down together and have a nice little border like that. I have for the top of the gift card, so this one I've cut down, but this one here I'm not cutting down, and it measures 2 by 3 3/4. So that's in Blueberry Bushel. Then we have 2 pieces, 1 Blueberry Bushel and 1 Soft Sky, and this is for our, we're using the present from the stamp set, so I'll just show you that one. We're doing this present. And they measure 2 by 1.5, and then we need a piece of Whisper White that we can cut out with the 1 inch circle punch as well. All those measurements are over on my blog, so you can check that out there. So starting with the gift card holder, I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Trimmer. Hopefully that's in so you can see. So like I said before, this measures 11 inches by 4 1/8, so you can get 2 pieces out of an A4 cardstock. We're going to place it in and we're going to score at the 2 inch mark, the 4 inch mark, the 6 inch, and the 8.5 inch. So for this bottom piece, this is the piece that is the bottom here. So you've got a small, that's a 2 inch, and then you've got a larger end up here. So we're going to fold this one towards the top of the gift card. And I'm just going to bring in my bone folder and crease that. Then we're going to go the other way. So the next score line we're going to fold the other way. And we're going to do that again with this one. So it's sort of like a concertina card. So when we open it up, this lays flat. These two go together. So they're 2 together. Then we have this piece. And then this one here is going to be our lid. So we're going to fold it back this way. So what we have is, when we fold this all together, our lid goes down on top. And it's all sealed up. And and these two get glued together. That's as easy as a gift card is. Now we're going to just decorate. So for our base of our gift card, I'm going to stamp this snowflake, and where I want to stamp is, so I've got this opened up, I need this piece stamped, I need these two that are here, so we've got 1, 2, 3. We're not stamping this one, we're not stamping this one, so let's do those ones first, and then we'll turn it over and do the ones needed there as well. I'm just going to bring my mat in as well. It's photopolymer, so you're going to want to make sure that you're stamping off the edge as well. And if I fold this one back, it means I won't get on the edge of that one. So we don't want this one stamped either, so I'm going to fold that one back to make sure I don't get it. So that's our bottom of our gift card. Now if we turn it over, we just need this one here on the bottom, just that one stamped. So let's turn that over, and we're just going to stamp this one here. Okay. So now I'm going to bring in the 2.5 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to put this straight through so we have our two pieces together. I'm just going to place the punch all the way through, lining it up so it's in the middle. And then I'm going to, it's right lined up on the bottom as well, so I'm going to just punch. And that's 2 layers of cardstock, so it is a little bit tight. And then we have our punched piece for our gift card. Now it's not quite big enough for the gift card, and you want to make sure, I don't know if different countries have different sizes of their gift cards, but for Australia that's not quite long enough, so I'm just going to snip over a little bit on both sides just to make sure it fits. Now if I place this down like that, I can pop the gift card in and make sure that that fits in and out well. There we go, so that's a good fit. If you pop it in and out a couple of times, it just gives that little bit more area. So that's good. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over, and I'm just going to pop some glue dots down to stick that together. And you can glue, I just found glue dots work just as well. And where I want to put them is one on either side of that score line where we've cut. And then one down the next score line. So this is our other score line here, and we're going to do that on okay. Let's pop them two together. And the reason I've put 2 up here is just because that's going to be sort of moved around a little bit more. So I just wanted that little bit of extra hold there. So then we might do our sentiment next. So I've got my piece of Pool Party. I'm going to stamp my snowflakes, but I'm going to bring my sentiment in, which is Christmas greetings, and I'm going to stamp that in Blueberry Bushel. So we'll do that one first, and then we're going to put our snowflakes down. So Christmas greetings in the middle up the top, just so people can write a little bit down the bottom if they wish to. And then I'm going to bring in just a snowflake on each side. And we can glue that to our Blueberry Bushel with some Tombow glue. Now this is a really simple gift card. You can make them more elaborate if you want. Depends on how many you make, I suppose. And that one can be glued straight down into our gift card holder as well. Bring that one in. And that just gives it that little bit of pop of colour as well. I like these 2 colours together, Pool Party and Blueberry Bushel. Let's pop our gift card back in again. There we go. Now we're going to work on the front cover. So we have our piece of Blueberry Bushel. I might as well just stick that one straight down because we're not doing anything else with that one. Centering him down. We're going to bring in our 2 pieces of card. We have the Pool Party and the Blueberry Bushel. And what we're going to do is we're going to stamp the outline of the present in Blueberry Bushel onto the Blueberry Bushel piece. There we go. And the next one we're going to do is bring in that Whisper White piece. I'm going to stamp the snowflake in the Pool Party in the middle. And then the sentiment that says just for you in the Blueberry Bushel. Excellent. So this one's going to be punched out with the 1-inch circle punch. So we have that one. Actually, before I go, I actually need to stamp that middle, this one here, the ribbon in the middle with the Blueberry Bushel, because we're actually going to cut out that bow. There we go. So let's cut out that bow. So I'm just going to and because we're going to bring the dies in and we're going to cut out that present in the Pool Party, we're going to stick this Blueberry Bushel over the top so it gives it that real wow factor. And then we have the sentiment that's going to be placed on top of that. So a few little layers there, but just, oh, we don't need the present, we just need the bow. There we go. So let's bring the big shot in and we'll cut out that present. To the dies we have an inner and an outer for both the present, the heart and the tree, Christmas tree. One does a little bit of stitching and the other one cuts it out. So we're using both. Just gonna line those two up in the middle of that piece. Okay, so that one's lined up. I'm just gonna run that one through. And this stitch detail is really pretty. Have a look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So we have that piece. And we also have this ribbon that we've cut out with the blueberry bushel. Let's join them two together. Just a little bit of tombow there. And that covers up some of that stitching along the ribbon area, but that's okay. You can still see it along the sides of the present. And then I'm going to put a dimensional on the back here. Popping that up. And I also want to stick a little bit of the silver metallic thread on the back of that present. So let's do 3 fingers. I'm going to also put a dimensional on that, trying to tie in those ends of the thread as well. So there we go. Let's pop that up a little bit more because I don't think that that one will be enough on that present. Now I've already cut out a piece of silver foil with the starburst punch. I had this already, so I wanted to use this one up. So if we attach that present straight to the silver foil, popping that in the middle, that's so pretty. And we can glue this one straight down. I'm actually going to bring in, that looked a little plain, so let's bring in the blueberry bushel. I haven't made one of these before, so this design, but I'm going to bring in that snowflake, and just where that glue is, I'm not going to glue there, but I'm just going to glue, stamp a few of those snowflakes around, just to give it a little bit of detail. Mask off that piece of pool party there because I don't want to get any on that. And yes, that would have been a lot easier to stamp if I'd stamped it before placing it down. So if you do decide to do that, just make sure you do it before you stick it down. Okay, let's try sticking this one down again. Yeah, I like that. That looks heaps better, doesn't it? Gives it a little bit extra detail. And I have a couple of these magnets that I bought online. They measure about 5 mil by 1 mil. They're pretty tiny. Oop. And I got them online. If you're interested, just leave me a comment and I'll put a link to where I purchased them. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a glue dot to each of those. And I find if you pop them together, you know they go together, and then you just put a glue dot on either side. So let's grab a glue dot, place one down. And I'm just going to place that down on the gift card where I want it. Just on the top there, just like that. Then we're going to place another glue dot right on there and close it up, and that'll be exactly where we want it. Okay, so when we pull them apart, you've just got to be careful the first time. There we go. And what you want to do is you want to push down really hard on them. So once they've been pushed down, you've opened them up, you've pushed them down, they actually open and close really easily. It's just that initial making sure that they're in the right position and you've pushed them down hard. So that's the card we've made today with the opens up with the gorgeous gift card inside. Then we have the Christmas tree and also Santa. Thanks so much for joining me today for the gift cards. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you left me a comment. Don't forget to head over to my blog where all the measurements and supplies can be found, the directions. And there's also a link there to my online store, so if you're in Australia and would like to purchase any of your Stampin' Up supplies, I would love to be a demonstrator. Until next time, have a great day. Bye.